Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a very wonderful day. Today we're going to do a get ready with me using all of the Tarte products that I put in my makeup basket for this week. So last week I did kind of a talk through after I put the makeup on. This week we'll do a regular get ready with me. We'll kind of alternate it, that way it's kind of evened out a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I know some of you guys like the longer videos and some of you guys don't. So for me, I think this is kind of like a compromise, I guess. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and prime my skin. I'm going to use the Tarte base tape. This is the hydrating primer. This primer is really, really good. So I am going to be doing a little bit of a review with this with you guys, but the total review will be on Monday when I do my shop, my stash. So whenever I do a complete get ready with me, I'm not going to review the item completely. We'll do the review on Monday. So does that make sense, you guys? Okay, so this is actually a really good primer because it's very, very hydrating. It's super liquidy though. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it wants to go everywhere on my hand, but it's very hydrating. So even though it's not really thick, I typically like a thicker primer just because I feel like it sinks in really nicely and then my skin just feels so good with that. So this one's a lot thinner, but it really does give your skin a lot of hydration. I like the way it feels. So it feels nice. It feels really nice. If you guys hear a lot of humming in the background, we have the vacuum running right now. And it right now is currently in the bathroom upstairs. I like to call our vacuums, we've named our vacuums. The one that's running right now, her name is Ethel. So we have Fred and Ethel. So Ethel is running in the bathroom upstairs. So she's running on the tile floor, so you can hear her bumping on it. So if you guys hear any kind of background noise. Okay, so that is put on. So that's what that looks like. I was trying to grab my mirror. I forgot to grab that. That's real smart, right? So grab this. So that's what it looks like so far. I'll go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see my skin pretty good. My skin does have a lot of discoloration going on. I have a couple acne spots going on. I don't know what they're coming from. I'm like, what in the world? These are clearing up, and then we've got two new ones here and a new one here, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I'm not doing anything different for my skin, so I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think that it possibly could be is milk because I drink almond milk, so I don't know. It could be almond milk though. I don't know. Either way, now we're going to go ahead and put my foundation on. I'm using the Shape Tape. This is the hydrating one. I really like this foundation as well. I don't know if everybody loves it because of the way that you have to apply it by using the little wand. I don't mind it though. Honestly, I don't mind it. I'm the only person using it. So to me, it's no different than using a concealer. You use a concealer the same way. So I don't see any problem with it. None at all. I just feel like you have to dip a little bit more than what you would if you're just gonna pour it onto your hand. So I feel like you're dipping a little bit more. So let's see if we can make sure we cover up all this redness going on here. So I'm gonna get that done and find my beauty sponge. Okay, here it is. So I've got the little Real Technique sponge here to apply this with. I think it has really good coverage. I have mine in the shade Light Neutral, and I think it's a perfect shade for me. I did get a sample of the other one from Sephora, the other foundation that they've just came out with. What did I do with the sample? I think it's over here actually. Yep, here it is. So this is the Tarte Concealer. This is the foundation. So I'm going to try this out too. So I'll be able to tell you guys about that on Monday as well, to tell you which one I think is better. Or I think they discontinued this one, didn't they? Pretty sure they did because there was so much drama over it that they ended up discontinuing it. So, which is unfortunate because they did end up kind of correcting their mistake, but I know it's kind of a little bit too late. That's what a lot of people feel about it. But either way, I mean, they've come back out with something that's, to me, is probably the same thing, honestly. They've just renamed it. And they've got all the shades with it. So they probably just renamed the same thing that it was. And then that's what I think they did. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. This is not doing a good job of covering my acne spots. I don't think so anyway. I look super pale in the camera, like the monitor, but in real life, it's not that pale. It's not that pale. I don't know what that was. Probably like a sleepy or something on my eye. I have I have something in my throat today. I had major issues this morning getting my contacts in. Oh my gosh. Took me forever to put them in. I found that I had to end up throwing away a pair and then just starting over. It was just so frustrating. Okay, so now that's on. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face because even though it is a hydrating primer and I did use a hydrating base, I still like to spray my face because my face is very, very dry. So I'm going to just use this. This is something recently I picked up. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. You guys know I love anything that smells like coconut, so I'm just gonna try this out. Oh gosh, it smells so good. It smells amazing. I need to get something for my bangs. I should have brought a like hair tie or something over here. My bangs are going crazy here. We'll just put this on for now. Hopefully it doesn't leave a crease or nothing though. So we'll just put that on just to keep my hair out of my face. Now for the eyelids, I'm going to prime my eyelids using my Tom Ford. Actually, no, I think I have the Tarte primer. Nope, I don't have a Tarte primer. So I'm going to prime my eyelids using this. The only reason I really pulled this out was basically because this has a good setting powder in it as well. So I'm going to use the setting powder because the palette doesn't really come with one. So I'm going to pull this out and use this. So get that on my fingertip. If you were just wondering if this Tom Ford is worth it, honestly, I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's very similar to the MAC Painterly Paint Pots, or the MAC Paint Pots is what they're called. And they're going to be on sale soon at Ulta. So if you want something similar to this, try the MAC Paint Pots. I feel like they're very similar, and just get yourself a good setting powder. Like the Wet n Wild one, Creme Brulee, that's a really good one. It works well for me. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't spend the money on this thing. This thing was expensive for what it is. It's not that great. It's not anything that's going to change your life, and it's not going to make your makeup look any different. So I just don't recommend it. Now I'm going to, like I said, go ahead and set my lids. So I'm going to clean off a brush here, and I'm just going to tap in, tap off, and just go ahead and set that powder down. Set it down. So do you guys have big plans for St. Patrick's Day? Do you guys usually do anything for St. Patrick's Day? I don't know what we're gonna do, honestly. Probably go get pizza, because that's typically what we do. We love going to get pizza. I don't know why, but we just do. So, all right, now that's done. So that's set, so we don't need that anymore. Now we're gonna grab the palette. So I moved the palette over here on top of my phone. So here's what the palette looks like on the outside. I love the packaging detail to this. Look how gorgeous that is. It's so pretty. I love it. Plus the color, I mean, who wouldn't love that? Here's what the colors look like on the inside. I will tell you guys, these little glitter shades right here, you have to use a glitter glue with those, which I don't know if I grabbed mine. Let me grab one. You have to use a glitter glue with it because they will fall out. Like at first you're like, oh, they're sticking really well. And then I'm telling you, like maybe 3 or 4 hours into it, you will have glitter like way down here. So make sure you use a glitter glue with it. So we're gonna go into the shade right here, which is Beach Therapy. I thought I said Beach Theory. Beach Therapy. So I'm just going to start putting that in my crease. We'll wipe it in the crease. So that's, this is a perfect shade for me to like transition, I think. I think it works really well. So I'm going to go in again. But like I said, there's nothing in here, as you can tell, to set your lids with. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's nothing really to set your lids with in here. So you're going to have to use something different if that's how you typically do your makeup. I just go in, like I said, with, you can use just, like I use the Tom Ford, but you could use the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. You can use whatever you want to. Whatever floats your boat. I'm so happy we're getting warmer weather. Oh my gosh, it's such a relief to not have to worry about being freezing cold every time I go out in the mornings to work. I'm like, oh gosh, that's great. And have my son get mad at me because I forgot to turn the car on first so that he can be warm for him, because he refuses to wear a jacket. I'm like, you're such a goofball, just wear a jacket. And then you won't have to worry about the car being started first. But he doesn't. All winter long, the kid will go without wearing a jacket. And I'm like, you're a goofball. You're a goofball. Okay, so I don't really have anything that can pull from for my outfit today, but we're gonna go ahead and pull from some pretty colors down here anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here to this blue shade. I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to slightly put that into the crease. We're just going to, actually I want a bigger, fluffier brush. I want a bigger, fluffier one. We'll go back to the one we were just using. Just wipe it off and tap in here. I love that shade. That shade is so pretty. So we're gonna go for a little bit of a blue, but not super, super blue. So I'm gonna put the lighter blue on the top, and then we'll put the darker blue at the bottom, and then we'll do this on the lid, and then probably this one as well on the lid. So hopefully you see. This is gonna go this and this. So we're gonna use some blues, but we're not gonna make it super, super blue. Yeah. I love these blues. They're so pretty. Such a pretty color. Looks very summer-like in my opinion. Super, super summery. So that's the only problem I had with this palette so far though, is that the glitters definitely have major fallout. But other than that, I mean, it blends really well. The colors wear really well. The color over here, which is, what is that called? Buried Gold. That one works really well for like inner corner. It does have a little bit of like, not glitter, but like, I don't know, like, it's hard to describe. You'll see when I do it, because I'm going to do it again today. It's got a little bit of chunks in it, I guess you could say. But it works well. It works well. So, and then I'm going to go back after I've done this. I'm going to go back and grab some pink just to blend that out. So there's what it looks like so far. You can tell it's not a real bright, vibrant blue. It's more of like a muted. So now we're going to go into this pink shade right here. This is definitely pigmented. This would make a beautiful blush. That would be a beautiful blush. So now I'm going to go over top of the blue and just kind of blend it up a little bit more. Very light-handed. It makes it almost turn peach. So, but it works really well for blending these two together. I like this. So, I decided I would do some more beach shopping. So I was looking for some stuff to go take with us to the beach, and I found some really cute dresses on Amazon. And I think I'm going to order a couple. Because I like to wear dresses, because if you take a dress with you on vacation, like you have one piece and you're done. You don't have to worry about taking like multiple pieces. So you throw that one thing on and you actually look like you made some effort into it and you're done. So I'm thinking I'm going to order a couple dresses from Amazon. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to do anything super crazy with my eye look today. It's going to be just pretty, hopefully. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to put this, which is that one, the Buried Gold. So you'll see how it's got little chunks on there. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but oh goodness. It's got little chunks on it. So you'll probably see it more as I'm putting it on here. I'm going to put that in my brow bone. So it's got some little chunks in there, but I just wipe those away. It works for me. I'm going to do it again over here. This brush is starting to fall apart. I can hear it. Can you hear it wobbling? I think it's going to fall apart soon. That makes me sad because that's one of my favorite brushes. Now I'm going to go in with my flat brush. This is a ColourPop brush. I'm going to go in with that in this blue color right here, which is Aquaholic. That's funny. It's got a lot of glitter in here. I find that using your fingers works the best. So if I don't get much on my brush here, then I'm probably going to just use my fingers. See, there's not much coming off right there. See, yeah, using my finger is going to work a lot better. So I'm just going to go in with my finger. Oh, I forgot to put primer on. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go ahead and still put the primer on. Hopefully we didn't mess it up too much that I can't put it on still. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this NYX Glitter Glue, Glitter Prime. So I'm going to use that. Put a little bit on my ring fingers and just tap that onto the lid. Hopefully we can still get this to work. My tummy is growling. I think it's time to eat. Time to eat. Okay. Now it's on. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot like the most important step. I just told you guys about making sure you use glitter glue, and then I almost didn't do it. Alright, I'm going to grab my finger into this, and you'll see like way more color comes off. Yeah, this works a lot better if you use your finger and you put some glitter glue on there. It looks beautiful. Look at that blue. That is gorgeous. So I'm just going to pull it back some. Alright, and I'm going to do the other eye. Same thing. Look how pretty that color is. That color is gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is wipe the glitter off. I will tell you as well, when you're taking this off at nighttime, it feels like the glitter is just like multiplying or something because it takes forever for it to come off, and I like to use something that I can actually, like when I use glitters, I don't like to put that down the drain because that's not good for the fishies and stuff, so I usually take something different to glit that off with, and it just still takes forever. Alright, now I'm going in with the gold. I'm going to put that right there in the inner corner, and that one is called Champagne Beach. We'll do that on the inner corner on both sides. Look how pretty this is, like, whoa! All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more blue onto the outer V here, just so that that can blend in with the glitter, because I don't want the glitter all the way to the edge. So I'm gonna go in with that deeper blue over here with my brush. This one's a little harder to pick up, I've noticed. I'm not sure why. I'm like, why are you so hard to get off in the brush? So I'm just going to put a little bit of this into the crease, trying to blend these together a little bit so it doesn't look so patchy. And then we'll blend out here in a minute. After we get it all done, we'll do a good blend. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with the lighter blue right here. And I'm going to blend this up. Okay. Okay, you see the glitter fall out here? Oh my gosh. Oh no! What in the world? Oh no. Oh no! You should probably do your face makeup after you do your eye makeup with this, because there's a ton of glitter. I mean, like, look. I look like I purposely put it there now. Great. So just be careful with the glitters because they are very, very messy. Very messy. I'm gonna go back in with this deeper blue, see if we can blend it up with that. I feel like it's not moving for some reason. What's going on here? Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with the pink color and just do some more blending. And then we'll blend that out more here in a second. Alright, so let's get a good blend going now. So now I'm going to clean my brush off and I'm going to blend really well. Take it up, just keep on blending. I feel like we have a bare spot right there. I'm gonna have to go back in with a little bit more glitter right there. I feel like it got bare. Probably my brush is going over top of it. That's what I'm assuming happened. So I'm gonna go back in and we're gonna use, I'll do it with a brush. Let me find my plastic brush. Where's it at? Here it is. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go back in using Champagne Beach. These are like, when you're using the glitters too, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but like the glitters are really, they're either packing down or I'm pulling up a lot. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, that's better. Now I don't have a bald spot there. Alright, yeah, this brush works better. If you're going to use a brush, definitely use the Sephora glitter brush. It works really well with it. And do a little bit more of the blue. Just tap it in there. Oof, what in the world? It's like wanting to move around. Alright. And then I'll take the back side of the brush and just kind of push it in. Kind of making it blend together a little bit better right here, instead of just looking like two different shades on my lid. The back side. And just blend and push. Push it more into my eyelid. There we go. All right, we have a mess under my eyes now, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get that off. So I'm going to clean off a brush here. Okay, that's how that works. All right, so It didn't come all the way off, so you're gonna see I have a lot of glitter fall out under my eyes. So again, it's very messy. Now I'm going to go in with my brow wiz, which, where did I put it? I don't see the brow wiz. I know I have it in here. There it is. It was hiding. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows quick. I'm gonna use my Anastasia brow wiz. I don't have a Tarte brow product, so I'm just gonna use this. My brows look really bold. I think I just said my balls look bold. My brows look bold. So we're gonna have to tone that down a little bit. I'm looking a little crazy. There we go. That looks a little better. Maybe not. They still look a little crazy. All right, I'm gonna pull this down too before I start getting a crease in my hair. I don't want my hair stuck like that for the day. So, all right, so that's how that's looking. Now I'm going to go ahead and use concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I'm going to use this to conceal. Maybe it'll get rid of some of this glitter too because it's not brushing off. So either that or it's just going to make it look like I have concealer that just has glitter in it. Either way, I'm okay with it. It's just makeup. It's going to all wash off at the end of the day anyway, right? All right. This concealer, you don't need much of it. Like, you just put a little dab will do you, for sure. For sure. So I like to go in with the sponge at first, and then I'll go back in with my fingers, providing they don't have any sparkles on them, any glitter on my fingers, and tap it to make sure that I've got it nice and secure under my eyelids, or under my under eye. So I'm going to do that in a second. I got some redness going on beside my nose here. All right. And make sure there's no glitter on my fingers. There's not. So now I'm just going to take my fingers, my ring fingers, and tap underneath just to make sure everything's nice and set. Okay. There's that. And then I'm going to go in with the Tarte powder. So here's the Tarte powder. I really like this powder. Actually, it works well for setting under my eyes too. It's got this little like mesh thing inside of here, so you can't really get too much. You just get a little bit on your finger here, which is great because I hate going overboard with powder under my eyes because it tends to start looking really cakey. You can still see the sparkles through it. The sparkles are still shining through. Oh well, we're just gonna go with that look. That's the look we're gonna use today. We're gonna be sparkly. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay, so that one's set. So they're both set. I feel like I need to blend out a little bit better there. Now I'm going to go back in with the Tarte palette, the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to put a little bit of that blue on my underside. And we're going to use this brush right here. This is the Visante. Okay guys, my camera decided to overheat, so now we're back. We're going to go back into the blue here like I told you guys. The only thing I did while I was letting my camera cool down was I went ahead and used some setting spray. So that way there, it can kind of give me some more moisturization. So I'm using that dark blue on the outer portion, the royal blue. Just going to use some of that to kind of smoke out just a little bit there. Go in again. Do it again over here. And then I'm going to wipe my brush off a little bit because I don't want it to be like really dark all the way across. So I'm just going to go back over it and kind of bring it in a little bit more. I think my eyes are really irritated today because like they're wanting to water. Every time I touch them, they're wanting to water. I don't know what's irritating them. Maybe it's all the glitter. I hope not. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in and start on my blush. I'm going to use this blush book right here. This is the blush book by Tarteist. I don't know what it's called other than that. It's just the Amazonian clay blush book. So it's the one that looks like a notebook. I think it's super cute. So I'm going to use, today I'm going to use LYLAS, which is Love You Like a Sister. So I'm going to use that one. And we're gonna grab this brush right here. This is the It Cosmetics one. I'm gonna use this and tap it in there, tap off, and give myself some color. Look how much color like payoff this has. Like, it is very pigmented. Some people were saying they thought it was powdery, and I'm like, I don't see that. I think these are actually the good ones. Like, Tarte is made for, like, known for having like the harder pressed shadow or blushes, and I feel like these are definitely the harder pressed ones. I'm gonna go in and blend this out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leave it like that. I look a little bit like a clown right now, but don't worry, we'll fix it. So now I'm gonna use Extra Credit as my highlight. So I'm gonna use that on this brush right here. This is the Sigma tapered highlighter brush. I'm gonna use that. Put it on both sides. I don't think I have my cheekbones even. That's all right. Put a little bit down my nose, a little bit on my lip. Wipe it off a little bit. I had a little too much. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. This is the Tapered Face Brush by Sigma. So I'm gonna use that one and use Homecoming as my bronzer, and I'm gonna bronze up just a tad. So I'm gonna tap that off really well and just start lightly going over to give myself some color so I don't look like a pasty. All right, so I'm gonna go back in and get a little bit more. Tap it off. And bronzer, is that what you call it when you kind of do a little bit of bronzing but you're contouring at the same time? Is it called bronzing? That's basically what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure I get this up into the hairline so it matches. I don't know if I'm liking this short haircut, guys. I'll be honest. I kind of miss my long hair now. I'm like, what did I do? I missed it already. All right, so now I'm going to go back into that Tarte powder, the one we just used, and I'm gonna use the Tarte brush. This is really, really nice, guys. This brush is so soft. So I'm gonna use this to actually clean up some of this blush right here. I feel like I went a little crazy with it. So I'm gonna use some of this to blend it out a little bit, kind of like make it look a little bit better, maybe. Does it look a little bit better? I think it looks just a tad. Just a tad. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my mascara. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Tarte one, but I need my, oh my gosh, I threw it at myself. I need the Tarte eyelash curler. I'm gonna curl my lashes quick. And do the other side. Oh, I just pinched my eyelid. That felt awesome. All right, I'm gonna use the Tarte Tarteist mascara. This comes off and it always has like a big old chunk on the end. I don't know why, but every time I like pull it out, it's got this big old piece there and I have to like get back in there. I don't need you. All right. Put this on. You guys know I'm not the world's greatest at mascara, but we're gonna do it as best we can. I'm not gonna do any liner or anything today, just mascara, because I don't want to distract from what's already going on here. I feel like we got a lot going on there, and to me, I think it turned out pretty. It just does have a lot of fallout. I don't know if you can see all the fallout or not, but there's a ton of fallout. Even with using the primer, the glitter glue. So I just want to warn you guys, it's messy. But if you don't mind having glitter all over your face, then it's a good palette. And me, I personally don't mind. I like glitter. I play in glitter all the time. I'm a crafter, so I love glitter. I usually have glitter all over me anyway. I usually have it on my hair, on my hands, on my pants, my car, the steering wheel. My steering wheel has glitter embedded into it, so it, from using the glitter all the time and crafting, I'm like, oh gosh. My husband gets in there and he's like, what is on the steering wheel? I have no idea. I don't know where that came from. The glitter fairies, I guess. Not me. Okay, now I'm going to use this right here. This is the Tarte H2O gloss. I really like this gloss. It smells good too. It smells really good. So I just like this because I like just a glossy look, especially during the spring and summer. I just like something super easy and glossy. And it has a little bit of color to it. Like peachy. There we go. I'm gonna add just a little bit more mascara. See if we can amp it up just a little bit more. Try not to get it on my lids because I don't want to wipe that glitter. I'm sure I'll make a mess with it if I start trying to wipe away any of it. It's gonna be even worse than what it is now. So. Alright, that's good enough. Good enough for me anyway. What do you guys think? So here's how the look turned out with just don't pay no attention to my hair. I don't really like my hair anymore, like I said. So here's what it turned out like. I think it turned out good. I mean, it's definitely a lot of glitter. I mean, this palette is pretty much predominantly glitter and like satins. So you've got all four of these are glitter. This is a satin, this is a satin, this is a satin, this is a satin. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes. So you have 4 mattes in this whole palette. So if you don't like a lot of glitters and satins, then you're not going to like this palette. So that to me is what it predominantly is, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? How do you think it turned out? I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's a glitter mess. It really is. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.